ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Today, the game is different.
I want to gamble. Gambling is a very serious business. Is that clear?
Welcome to House of Cards. Dave Weishuttle with you here, deep from the swamps of Jersey. We got a great show coming up for you. As a gaming attorney, I've been to a bunch of conferences, but I can honestly tell you there's nothing like the Global Gaming Expo, or as they call it in the gaming world, G2E. G2E is a place where people in the gaming industry come from around the world to talk to each other about issues and topics that could affect this industry in the coming months and the coming years. This year it's going to be held at the Venetian Expo Center in Las Vegas on October 7th through the 10th, and we're going to hear all about this important event because we are going to be talking with Corby Carrison, who is the event vice president at G2E. Corby's going to tell us all about the incredible things that's going to happen this year at G2E and what everyone can expect when they attend. When we come back, we're talking G2E, so stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards. Hey, this is Dave Weishuttle from House of Cards with your House of Cards Gaming Report for the week of September 16th, 2024. A survey from the American Gaming Association shows that Americans are increasingly embracing casino gambling as an acceptable form of entertainment. The AGA research shows that 55% of American adults participated in some form of gambling in the past year, and 28% gambled in a physical casino. According to the survey, 88% of Americans find casino gambling to be an acceptable form of entertainment for themselves or others. Connecticut fined DraftKings Online Casino $19,000 because of a computer glitch with one of their online slot machines. The odds of winning on the Deal or No Deal Bankers Bonanza online slot was apparently set at zero despite advertising average payouts of nearly 95 cents on the dollar. After discovering the glitch, DraftKings returned over $23,000 to all the players in Connecticut who placed bets on the game. And finally, Caesars announced a partnership with the Detroit Lions for Caesars Sportsbook to be an official sports betting partner of the team, and Caesars Palace Online Casino to be the team's official internet gaming partner. The partnership means custom fan experiences for Caesars Rewards members, as well as use of the official Detroit Lions logos and marks in online casino games, including a live dealer blackjack game with a custom Detroit Lions felt. Have any news or tips regarding casinos, gaming, or legislation? Send us an email at newsroom@houseofcardsradio.com and follow us on X at HOC Radio.
You're listening to House of Cards.
And in Baccarat, boo, 30 carat, 7-card stud, blackjack, and craps, too. I'm just a fool for gambling.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weishuttle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. If you talk to anyone in the gaming industry, eventually you're going to hear the term G2E. Well, that stands for Global Gaming Expo, and it's an event that is very important to this industry. It's a place where you learn about new products in the gaming world, discuss issues affecting the gaming industry, and let's be honest, a lot of business gets done there. This year, it's being held at the Venetian Expo Center in Las Vegas on October 7th through the 10th, and we're going to hear all about this important event because on the line we have Corby Carrison, who is the event vice president at G2E. Corby, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Dave. Such a pleasure to join you today.
Oh, it's a pleasure is all on us because the Global Gaming Expo is so important to the gaming community. But for those listeners out there who aren't familiar with G2E, can you tell us a little bit about it? What's G2E all about?
Well, one thing that makes G2E very special is that it takes place in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And at the core of it, Las Vegas is really where a lot of innovation and gaming trends are born. So we really take advantage of our location in Las Vegas and the timing in early October to really kick off a ton of interest for what will be the coming year, close out the year strong, and plan for gaming operators and all of the things that they want to highlight in the coming year. So it's just a really special time for the industry to convene and really build on what they have achieved, especially since we have come back strongly in the industry post-COVID, and really to build on the successful building blocks that we have undertaken in the last several years. So much is happening at G2E, and we cannot wait to have our visitors come and join us again this year, see all that we have to offer.
I'm glad you mentioned that, how it created an incredible atmosphere over the years. I mean, as someone who works as a gaming attorney, I've seen the incredible expansion of sports betting and the gaming industry in general. That's why I think it's so important for G2E. How has the conference evolved over the years? I mean, you alluded to that, and I'm just curious how you have seen it evolve throughout the years.
Well, I've been in this chair for 7 years, so things have changed a lot, even in the short time that I've been working with the event. But one thing that hasn't changed is that we take feedback very seriously. So we do a lot of post-show surveys. We have a lot of conversations with a lot of stakeholders after the show, and we look at who attended what at G2E. So we see some trends there.
Oh, okay.
We see trends on what topics are important to people. Certainly, attendance in particular sessions indicates that. And sometimes there are sessions that we think will be popular and they really aren't. And that's an indication to us that maybe we need to move in a different direction. So looking back and analyzing the previous year is always insightful. But a couple of other inputs that we have, number one, first and foremost, is our partnership, our joint venture with the American Gaming Association. There's no one more on top of the gaming industry than AGA. Mm-hmm. And we talk to them daily about what's happening in the industry, and they have a major, major impact on the creation of the content at G2E and on identifying trends and where we think the show will go in the future. But we also engage with a committee that helps us plan our conference content along with a conference chair. So these are people in the industry, very highly respected individuals from all over the world in all segments of the industry. And they advise us on what they think is important. And they also help us analyze ideas that come in through the really probably the newest input into our process, which is our call for content. We open up a call for content in the middle of winter, which seems like, wow, that's a little early for an October event, but it really takes a while to analyze all of the ideas that come in. We open a call for content that anyone in the industry can participate in. We say, put forth your ideas for session content. If you know someone who you think would be an engaging speaker, put their name out there. If it's you, put your name out there. Mm-hmm. And we get hundreds of inputs from this call for content. So that's really valuable. It helps us have a really broad view of the industry and what is important and what we should focus on in the coming years.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
The bathroom of your dreams is only a phone call away with BCI Bath and Shower. We can make your ordinary bath and shower extraordinary. This is not a cookie-cutter design. This is a complete custom build that will fit your every need. It's never been easier or more affordable than right now to get the bathroom of your dreams. We have the best monthly programs in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no payments, no interest for 18 months with approved credit. The hardest part of your new bathroom is gutting and building the tub and shower. If your bathing area is old, there could be damage behind the walls and possible mold and mildew, which can be a serious safety issue. At BCI, we don't cover a problem, we fix it. Call now to get a never-clean glass-treated door with the no-track system at half off for the first 50 callers. Factory-trained, certified installers made in the USA and discounts for seniors and military. Call 800-755-0466. That's 800-755-0466.
You're listening to House of Cards.
I'll bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3-1 odds. No. 5-1. No. 10-1. You're on.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weishuttle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with Corby Carrison, Event Vice President at G2E. You know, you actually predicted my next question because I always wanted to know how you chose your subjects and topics because, as I said, working in the industry, I mean, you have hit topics that I have used throughout the year. You know, I have taken copious amounts of notes at some of your events, and it's just incredible how I keep using them through the year. So thank you for pulling back the curtain on that one for me, because I always wondered about that, how good you guys were doing that. But since we're talking about topics that'll be covered, give us an overview of some of the topics that we're going to hear about during this year's G2E. And what can attendees expect from this year's G2E?
Well, we always look for what is up and coming, what's next, what's performing. And one very, very popular topic last year was the topic of iGaming, and related to that, sports betting. So those two topics will be front and center again for G2E this year. Layer that along with a different lens that I like to look at all of our content through, and that's the DEI lens, just making sure that we are including diverse voices in the conversations at G2E. And from that point of view, we are really proud and pleased to be partners again this year with the Indian Gaming Association in some partner content creation. And they review all of our sessions too. So we're seeing that the lessons that tribes have learned in their operations over the last many years are lessons that can be applied to the commercial gaming industry, and also they evolve and help the tribal gaming community continue to thrive. So we love to have diverse voices from all sorts of different smart people to advise us. We engage with Global Gaming Women. We engage with IAGA, the International Advisor, Gaming Advisors. Mm-hmm. They provide a really interesting viewpoint on regulatory issues. So we engage with so many different groups that really help us ensure that we are putting out there the very latest in the gaming industry. So you'll be seeing a lot of those things. Mm-hmm. You'll be seeing a lot, especially this year, the hot button topic is AI.
Yeah.
How does AI impact iGaming, sports betting, commercial gaming, just the general the future of gaming. AI is everywhere. So there are many sessions that are not to be missed, and you will see that all over in the expo hall as well.
Now, this year there are 12 program themes for G2E, which I think is great. Tell us something about that and what people can expect from these program themes. And do you have a favorite one? Is there one that I have to go and experience myself? So I'm writing this down, so I'm taking notes to so I have a game plan coming up.
That is an excellent plan. You should
Yes.
have a game plan when you come to G2E. Yeah, 12 themes. That seems like a lot to take in, right?
Yeah.
But we get those themes, and actually we have to narrow it down to 12 when we do all of that research. And when we get our advisory board reviewing everything, it's kind of hard to get down to that 12. But what I think is really exciting is when some of those 12 actually overlap each other, especially when we're talking about DEI. I came from the industry. I worked for gaming suppliers for many years before I joined G2E. I worked in technology, in fintech, and I love seeing how those industries continue to evolve. But then you layer on top of it a DEI angle, and perhaps you're looking at how female leadership is really making a difference in these companies. And that's where I think the magic really comes. So those are the sessions that I personally look for. And we do our best to pick out some that we think will be interesting to a lot of industry stakeholders. We record some of them, and then you'll see them released throughout the year.
Oh,
so
great.
Anybody who comes to G2E, who registers for G2E, or even if you're not able to make it, you can indicate your interest on globalgamingexpo.com, and you will receive our newsletters, which give you some of the links to our previous sessions. And first and foremost, we do launch all of our keynote content on globalgamingexpo.com. That's usually available within a couple of days after the show. And those keynote discussions are so high level, just amazing speakers. Bill Miller always giving the state of the industry address is something that you just can't miss. If you care about this industry and you care about where it's going, you want to see where we've been and where the trends are headed. So in addition to Bill speaking on the industry, we're lining up some really special keynote content that isn't announced yet. That will be coming soon, but it's I promise you, industry leaders that are top notch and will have really interesting things to say at G2E this year.
Corby, I have to figure out if you're looking over my shoulder because you just looked at another question I was going to ask. There is so much to see at G2E and so many great people to hear from. If you miss a speech or you miss a panel, you just answered. Will you have an on-demand section that they can go to and hear their presentations at a later time? Because there's a lot of great information, and you really don't want to miss a thing anyone says there.
It's true, and it is difficult to get everything into your schedule because as you look at the week, and it's a whole week of activity, you also have to allow yourself a little bit of time just to kind of digest everything that you're doing, plan for what's in your coming day, and then you never know when you're going to have that happenstance meeting with somebody in the hallway. I mean, everybody in the industry is at G2E.
Yeah.
You're going to see people that you haven't seen maybe in a year, and you just you never know when that one connection is really going to happen that really makes your business for the whole year. So it's those things that are really special about G2E. And you're right, you might miss a session that you really wanted to see. So we do our best to try to make as much of that accessible as possible. But you can't ignore how important that networking aspect is at G2E.
Oh,
it's something that we really try to put opportunities out there for people to connect with other like-minded individuals. Some of those networking opportunities start even before the expo hall opens. We have a keynote address on Monday afternoon. It goes straight into a networking reception at 5 o'clock on Monday, and that's open to everybody. So that's a great place to make your very first connection with people at G2E. And then you may be surprised at who you connect with throughout the week. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of opportunities for that networking all over in the expo hall and in the conference program.
Well, tell us a little more about that. Since you're talking about networking, it's such an important aspect of G2E. Are there official networking events at G2E, or I gotta be honest with you, the whole conference is one big networking event, but are there official networking areas or events that you have at G2E scheduled?
You're right. G2E is an amazing network event that really convenes the entire industry. And yes, we do have a couple of planned areas. Okay. One of them is the lab, which is an area on the expo hall floor where we are featuring content that everyone is welcome to attend. And the content that's in the lab is really very highly innovative, very forthcoming, new tech, newer companies that are doing some quick hit, almost TED Talk like sessions.
Oh, okay.
So check out on globalgamingexpo.com under the education section, and you can click on the lab and it will sort those sessions for you so you can see what's coming up there. But each day in the lab, we also have targeted networking. So check out that schedule and make sure that you don't miss targeted networking. I know that we're doing something especially for affiliate groups connected to iGaming and sports betting. We're also doing some networking around game developers and how that space is changing, especially as more business goes online and more online jurisdictions open.
Okay, hold that thought. We're going to take a quick break. See you on the other side. Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand. Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. DebtFix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for DebtFix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call DebtFix Pros right now at 800-479-3522. That's 800-479-3522. 800-479-3522.
With costs going up, Adam & Eve is the best deal around. With 50% off a sexy adult product at adamandeve.com. That's 50% off right now when you point the camera on your smartphone at the code on the screen. Don't get up. Just open your camera and point it at the screen. Hurry! You'll also get 10 free gifts, including free discreet shipping at checkout. This is your chance to get more for less. So scan now for 50% off plus 10 free gifts from adamandeve.com.
If you don't have final expense life insurance, this message is for you. LifeCare provides valuable information about whole life insurance to help cover final expenses, medical bills, burial costs, and other final expenses. A final expense life insurance policy is fast and available to anyone between the ages of 50 and 80. No medical exam, no lengthy questionnaires, and no waiting period. Just answer a few questions and we'll do the rest. With the average funeral costing $9,420 and Social Security only paying $255, you need simple peace of mind for you and your whole family. Don't leave behind unpaid expenses. Your premium will never increase. Your policy will have a cash value and a death benefit that can never decrease. To find out how you can get final expense life insurance with a lifetime lock, call 800-601-9488. That's 800-601-9488.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
Is that good? Do I want that?
Oh, yeah, you want that.
Well, fantastic then.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weishaupt with you. House of Cards is brought to you by the Life Hack Pack from More Labs. Unlock your best self with the Life Hack Pack from More Labs. The Life Hack Pack contains 2 bottles of Morning Recovery, 2 bottles of Dreamwell, and 2 bottles of Liquid Focus. The Life Hack Pack is specially designed to help you live your life not just better, but smarter. Use promo code Radio15 at morelabs.com to get 15% off your first purchase of the Life Hack Pack or any of their other great products. That's promo code Radio15 to take advantage of this great promo of 15% off your first purchase at morelabs.com. You can finally do it all with help from More Labs. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with Corby Carrison, Event Vice President at G2E. Sorry about that. Radio has to do its business, you know. Why don't you continue what you were saying before the break?
But really the highlight of the networking at G2E is happening in the networking lounge. That's an area that we introduced a couple of years ago at G2E. And sometimes you try out an idea and you're kind of not sure how it's going to go. Well, the networking lounge was bursting at the seams, and we had people spilling out into the aisles as they were connecting with others. So we had to move it to a different area of the expo hall so we could make it bigger. And at that same time, we were able to engage with even more groups of people who wanted to get together. Mm-hmm. So we first of all work with some of our very important partners like AGEM. AGEM holds their annual awards in the networking lounge, and they'll do that again this year, where they recognize leaders in the industry who have really made an impact for years and years in a couple of different categories. So that's something not to be missed. And also we partner with an organization who recognizes the emerging leaders of gaming and the top 40 under 40 leadership that are up and coming in the gaming industry. So that's a highlight always, to go and hear who has made the list for the year, to meet some of these individuals. And it's amazing the energy that's in this space as you're meeting these leaders who have been engaged in the industry for a while, but you just, by being in their presence, you realize this is where the future is going. And so we use that opportunity to connect with them and with others and really celebrate where the industry is going. We also work with African Americans in gaming. We work with a pride group, and we'll be holding happy hours for both of those groups at G2E. So not just about connecting on a business front, but connecting on a personal level, because like, having been in the industry for a long time, the people in this industry are unique and like no other. They're so talented. Mm-hmm. They are so giving, and coming together to celebrate that and meeting new folks in networking opportunities is just something that's really special about G2E.
Now, for me, I think G2E is an amazing learning process and incredible learning experience. And I think the education program is one of G2E's most important show offerings. What can you tell me about this year's education sessions?
Well, based on popularity from last year, we have actually expanded the program a little bit.
Okay.
So we're up over, I want to say it's about 82 sessions in the core program. And then if you add the sessions that we're doing in the lab, we are over 110 sessions total. So going into topics like iGaming, sports betting, we are offering 16 sessions that cover off tribal gaming all by itself. Lots of forward thinking on traditional gaming, on where just the future of gaming is going, and how different specialized disciplines within gaming, such as marketing. Marketing is something that is so important. Customer retention, how to develop your customers. These are all really important topics. Leadership is really important to cover at G2E as well. And some of those groups that we work with that I mentioned earlier, there's no one better to partner with on leadership than somebody like Global Gaming Women. They're very focused on developing future leaders. And all of that content is something that we really find we're very pleased to be able to bring that forward at G2E.
Now, I've said that G2E has been evolving as the gaming industry has evolved. Is there anything new at this year's G2E that might be different from the past and from last year's G2E?
Well, something that you saw at last year was the introduction of our new brand. That was something that we worked on for over a year, and we introduced last year. We feel like the brand is really representative of the industry. It's fresh, it's forward thinking, and that's something that we're really leveling up on the look and feel of G2E for this year. We just make such great efforts in making sure that the show itself is representative of the industry. Due to overwhelming feedback, we have expanded our iGaming zone. So there was so much activity in the iGaming zone last year with the coming together of operators in that space and solution providers in that space. We felt like the area needed to be bigger. It needed to be celebrated. It will be highly recognizable. So that is another something new that you'll see at G2E this year.
You know, one of the fun things for me to do at G2E is walk around the exhibitors room where they set up a table and have information on their companies, and it's a lot of fun, and I don't think I have to purchase a pen for the rest of my life because I have them piled up here in my office. Tell me about some of the exhibitors that people can expect to see when they attend the conference.
You know, exhibitors really cover every single angle of what you would need as a gaming operator or someone with a stake held in the industry. So the first and foremost, the biggest attention grabbers are those large gaming manufacturers that also have verticals in the online gaming space and in sports betting. They're in every single vertical that you can think of. Electronic table games, traditional table games. Those stands that the gaming operators put up are simply amazing.
Yeah.
And not just the stands, but they work all year round to launch new products at G2E. Products that really run the gamut of, is it a slot product, a table product? Business intelligence products are something that is very important to the industry and may not seem like an obvious bright and shiny showstopper, but if you talk to the right person about what they need to drive their business forward, that may be exactly the one thing that makes a big difference for them. So certainly those large exhibitors always have very exciting things to see. There are many, many others across the entire expo hall floor that may be a hidden gem of something special that you're looking for. And we see just such huge innovation taking place across the entire expo hall floor that it does take you all 3 days to get across there and to visit all of your target areas. But that's part of the reason why it's so important to plan your visit. You need to check out what's happening all the way across the expo hall floor and plan your visit either on the G2E mobile app or on the website in advance so you don't miss anything. It's so much for your feet. It's so much for your mind to take in, but you have to remember that physical presence is once a year. And while the show lives on year long in all of the work we do and the things that we achieve, make the most of your time. Make sure you plan that visit and take a look at the exhibitor listings. You can sort by what's important to you and make sure that you don't miss a company that might really make a difference for your business.
Now, people in this industry go to conferences all the time, all around the world, but G2E is pretty special. What makes G2E so special? Why is it that this conference is so important for the gaming industry?
You know, G2E taking place in Las Vegas is very important to the industry. It's where so many trends originate, and a lot of people actually come to G2E early or stay late so they can visit a lot of the different casino operators because they just want to see what's new at the Las Vegas casinos. It's such an important place for people to convene and share ideas, meet each other, all under one roof. That's something that's really unique about Las Vegas. About G2E, everyone is gathering at the Venetian. You can go to the show, you can take in the education, you can network, you can stay, you can eat. There's just so much that can be done under one roof, and that also makes G2E really special.
Now, where is G2E being held this year? And if someone wants to register for G2E, how would they do that? And where would they go to register?
G2E is being held on Monday through Thursday, October 7th through the 10th. The expo hall opens on Tuesday, October 8th. It's taking place at the Venetian Expo in Las Vegas. And all the information that you need is at globalgamingexpo.com. You can register there and you can plan your visit as well.
I got to ask this. For someone attending G2E for the first time, it could be a bit overwhelming. By the way, people who've attended it 10 times, it's still probably overwhelming. What do you suggest they see? And maybe we haven't covered in this interview. Give us a kind of a roadmap for that first-time attendee. What should they do when they arrive at G2E? Because there's so much to do there, so much to learn there, and so much to experience there.
You know, you might be looking over my shoulder right now because this is something that our team has been working hard on this exact thing. So if you go to globalgamingexpo.com under experiences, we have a number of different what we call guides. And these are really journeys that different people, depending on their area of interest, can click on. And you can plan your visit, whether it's, you know, I'm into sports betting. Here are some exhibitors that can't be missed. Or along with that, the conference sessions you have to see and the connected networking. All of it together right there. And this year, for the first time, this is one I'm really excited about. We have a first-timers guide.
Oh, okay.
So we came together with our attendee advisory board, which is a group of really industry veterans who have been attending G2E for a long time. And we asked them, do you remember your first G2E? What was it like? And they said, so many of them say, oh, it was overwhelming, or I'm so glad I had a colleague with me who could really help me navigate because it was a lot. So we said, you know what, let's put something out there on the website. We made a little guide out of that.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
and that advisory board gave us so many ideas. So I'm going to encourage you to go there. Some of them are the ideas like make sure you wear comfortable shoes, drink a lot of water, but some surprising suggestions that came about were from our non-U.S. Members of the committee, and some of them said, "Hey, make sure your calendar is synced in the right way."
Oh, okay.
Because if you didn't set up your meetings correctly in your calendar, you might miss them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's not something that I would have thought of, right?
I would not have thought of that at all.
I live in Vegas, so I'm in my hometown when I go to Las Vegas, but not everybody is. So go and hit that first timers guide, and it will give you some tips and tricks. You'll see some of those advisory board members, and I think there's something there for everybody to learn.
Corby, we're running out of time, but can you tell us again when G2E is and how people can register for the conference?
Absolutely. G2E is being held October 7th through the 10th. The expo hall is open the 8th through the 10th, so that's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And you can register and get all of your information at globalgamingexpo.com.
Corby Carrison, Event Vice President at G2E, thanks so much for coming on and telling us all about the Global Gaming Expo, which is being held from October 7th through the 10th at the Venetian Expo Center in Las Vegas. You can check them out at globalgamingexpo.com. It's going to be an incredible conference, and I urge everyone to check it out. Thanks for coming on and telling us all about it.
Thank you, Dave.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
Attention. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, watch this urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by hiring 87,000 new agents to garnish your paycheck and put liens on homes and businesses. They can even seize your bank account. The IRS calls it enforced compliance, and now they have the manpower to get you. Penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily. So call One Stop Tax Relief Shop and get the IRS off your back. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. And no other tax shop gets you more or faster approvals. One Stop Tax Relief has resolved thousands of cases since 2014 and saved clients millions of dollars. Call now for a free consultation. Connect with tax professionals who get the IRS off your back.
Call 800-605-0688. 800-605-0688.
One Stop Tax Relief Shop.
It's a casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Welcome to another edition of Beating the House. I'm Doug Weishattle here with Dave Weishattle. We're going to be crisscrossing the country, sometimes the continent, sometimes even the world, talking about the latest jackpots in the casino and lottery industry. If it's $100,000 or more, we will be talking about it on this show. Press releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Keep those coming in. We're getting more and more each week for Beating the House here. We're going to start off the jackpot segment here with some record-breaking news. We're continuing with the records here. We've got BetMGM.
Yeah, I heard about this. Oh, my God.
It's an incredible news story here. So, BetMGM New Jersey, to be exact here.
Yeah, I love the fact that, you know, someone who bet on BetMGM gave away this lottery, but I keep thinking, you know, I play on BetMGM all the time. You know, I wish I could get something like this. This was incredible. This is mind blowing, by the way.
Yes.
When you hear this number, someone won online.
Yes.
It's just incredible.
$200 bet.
Yeah.
On the Fruit Blaster online slot, which is part of their the online casino's progressive jackpot, the big one. Okay. That's what's called the big one progressive jackpot. $6.4 million.
That's incredible.
Largest jackpot ever given out on an online casino in the United States.
That is a $6.4 million. Yep. Some guy won that, or some person, I don't even know who won it. Not even in a casino.
No,
I don't.
no.
I don't know if they were home or were they
Well, he
taking
was-
a break at work or whatever. But someone just won $6.4 million.
Technically, they were in a casino because they were in an online casino.
Oh, okay, but that's not
Yes,
what they weren't physically in a
they
casino.
They weren't at a
Okay.
retail casino. But this is the largest jackpot in the history of legalized online casino industry in the United States.
Incredible.
This actually was won. The big one was won back in February. For I think it was $4 million, and then grew throughout the spring. The big one, that's what they call it, and it became $6.4 million. And you can play it, at BetMGM, Borgata, Wheel of Fortune, and Party Casino. They're all
Okay.
tied in together for the progressive.
By the way, I have accounts on all of those, and I didn't know. I never played Fruit Blaster.
I got two
which
of
I
the
will
four.
now.
I got two of the four. I don't have Borgata and I don't have Party.
I have Borgata.
Sad to say, I should
BetMGM.
have those,
I have
but-
Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of
Yes.
Fortune's pretty fun, but no, that's just $6.4 million. Unbelievable.
And the big one after the $6.4 million was given out. This happened on August 19th.
Mhm.
On August 20th, it was reset and is right now at $1.2 million.
Okay, and that's
growing. That's going to keep growing.
By the way, guess what I'll be playing today?
Yeah,
So
I got some free time.
I'll be
gonna-
checking it out.
Fruit
so-
Blaster is
yeah.
designated destination right now.
Yeah.
We're going to leave New Jersey, and we're going over to Nevada.
Mhm.
Another casino we have not had on this show before.
Okay.
The Casablanca Casino Resort.
Oh, okay.
In Mesquite.
Mesquite.
Yeah,
huh?
Mesquite, Nevada.
I've never heard of Mesquite, Nevada.
We have a Wheel of Fortune slot machine.
Oh,
paying out again.
We just mentioned Wheel of
Yes.
Fortune.
$255,000 jackpot to a Casablanca Players Club member.
Now, do they really play up the Casablanca thing? Did you go in and it looks like Casablanca, the actual?
I looked at the videos and everything
from the
else
movie, the actual cafe. Does it actually look like Rick's Cafe?
No, it does.
So-
I think they have a bar like that.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think the
We
casino.
went
The
to
casino
a-
just looks like the
There
casino.
used to be a restaurant up in Massachusetts we went to. It was called Rick's Cafe or something like that. And it was actually, had pictures of, the movie Casablanca and things like that. They really played it up. I was just wondering if Casablanca does that, the casino.
They have a cabaret bar in there.
Okay.
But
All right.
it's a straight ahead casino,
Sure.
basically.
Sure.
Leaving Nevada, we're going over to Florida. We actually have a slot player winning over 150,000.
Okay.
Playing the Huff and Even More Puff game
All
by
right.
Light and Wonder. Huff and Even More Puff is the Three Little Pigs.
Yeah,
this is the sequel.
I
to-
actually made a point of looking for that. Last time I was in Atlantic City, we were talking about it so much. And I think I saw it in Hard Rock one time. Huff and Even More Puff.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We have.
I think I did anyway. I
We
don't know.
have this is at the Seminole Classic Casino, Hollywood, Florida. $10 bet, and the progressive came out to $151,831 on the Huff and Even More Puff machine.
Wow,
like
okay.
I said, progressive jackpot was then reset to $150,000. So this had just recently hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it only grew by $1,800.
All right. Well, hey,
So-
I'll take it.
Seminole Classics having a run of good jackpots.
I don't
here,
even
so-
have that much luck. It was just reset and Dave won it. No, I don't even have that much luck. I don't. That's good for them.
Well, we have a lottery story coming up that actually kind of something happened, and the next day the guy won the lottery. So I'll tease that one there.
Oh, okay. All right.
Going back to Nevada now. We're going back into Nevada here. We have the Suncoast Hotel and Casino. No stranger to the show. They do pay out a lot, the Suncoast Hotel and Casino.
Yeah.
Boyd's Reward member
Okay.
was playing the Dragon Cash slot machine at the Suncoast.
All right.
Just after 9 p.m. on a Friday night, did a $12.50 bet, playing 50 lines, 50 pay lines.
Okay.
I guess there's a certain setting you can do to change the pay lines as
Sure.
well as the
Sure.
bet. And he hit the progressive grand jackpot of $111,404.04
Nice.
off the $12.50.
Great.
Don't normally see a $12.50 bet. Usually it's some...
Usually that's like the last bet. I only have $12.50 left in this how much money I put in, and
But Dragon Cash pays out a lot. all over the country. We've had Dragon Cash in several different areas of the country, but Suncoast took the honors this week with the Dragon Cash. Boyd Gaming, Boyd Rewards.
Okay. By the way, I have those weird numeral bets, like when I have a whole bunch of the tickets. I have like a bunch of 75-cent tickets left, and I just put them all in at one time, the machine, and get rid of them. So that's probably how you got $12.50 or something.
Yeah, you know, I don't cash in those stubs anymore. If it's like an odd, like if it's 70 cents or lower, I just hang on.
I don't know why I kept it. It was 2 cents. So now they have certain casinos have like a box that you can put like your 25-cent ticket in or something like that, and it goes to charity, which is a nice touch.
Yeah, that's actually nice to see. So. We're going to be leaving Nevada, and we're going to be going back out to Jersey, and you know what this leads into.
Jersey Jackpots for August?
Jersey Jackpots for the first half of August.
So first half of August, okay. So.
Jersey Jackpots, the show within a show. So without further ado, we just did July, and it's kind of interesting now. The Division of Gaming Enforcement is back doing every 2 weeks.
Okay.
They had that 1 month of June where they threw out the entire month at one time.
Once.
So somebody must have been on vacation.
So usually throughout the year, every 2 weeks they send out the information on jackpots. So,
and like I always tell people, the New Jersey Division of Gaming Enforcement does $50,000 or more. We do $100,000 or more.
Yeah, because if you did $50,000, we'd be here all day talking about, because there's a lot of people who win $50,000 and more. So
it's interesting because every time they send out this spreadsheet of winners, it's at least 4 to 5 pages long, and they're $50,000 or more.
Yeah,
that's why we cut it down. I cut it down to 100,000, and it's still a long list.
Yeah. So I'll be quiet and let you go through it.
Nothing as big as the $6.5 million, $6.4 billion that we just started off with, but we do have a millionaire to talk about at some point here.
Great.
So we're going to start off August 2nd. We're going to BetMGM.com. Here we go again with BetMGM's online casino.
Good month.
$124,339.28 playing NYX's Coin Combo Explosion Jackpot Festival. The bigger the name, the bigger the prize, I guess.
I guess.
August 3rd, we've got a pair of jackpots. We got BetMGM.com again. Evolution's Crazy Time, paying out $125,250. And BetMGM.com again.
Wow.
Playing NYX Gaming's Ultimate Fire Link China Street. Very colorful game to play. Not my favorite, but it's still fun to watch all the different things light up, the fireballs pop up and all that stuff. $100,905.
Nice. Okay.
Moving over to August 4th, we have our first brick and mortar as well as an online. We have DraftKings.com, Digital's Hyper Gold. Very fun game to play, very quick moving. $101,170, DraftKings.com. Hard Rock Atlantic City, on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, we've got Rake and Bacon.
Oh, okay.
Which just recently had some, I think it was the other one, Rake and Bacon Sahara, just opened up.
Yeah, no, they had a ribbon.
Yeah.
They had a ribbon cutting.
Yes.
Wait, I think I remembered. I think it was the first omni-channel
for Hard Rock.
They had the machine on the gaming floor, and also they released it online in their online casino.
Right.
Okay.
But this is Rake and Bacon, the original.
The original, okay.
$101,833.50.
All right.
Going over to August 5th, we now have two there. We have DraftKings.com. $774,000, $613.66, playing DK multi-hand blackjack.
Okay.
I think that's the first multi-hand blackjack game we've had on there. And staying with DraftKings.com, the other one on the 5th was IGT's Game King Video Poker, paying out $100,000 even.
Wow, August 5th they had a blackjack and poker, huh?
Yes.
All right.
August 7th, we got a pair here, both online, DraftKings.com again. This is $104,000 being paid out on DK Bingo Blackjack. By the way, take a look at that game. That's very interesting to play.
Okay.
Borgata Casino on the same day, August 7th. BorgataCasino.com, not the brick and mortar, the online. We have Digital's Ginny's. It's a Jinn, the Arabian Nights theme, genie kind of thing.
Okay.
$128,400.
All right.
August 8th, we've got one only. DraftKings.com again. $100,000 being paid out on the Cash Engine America game by DraftKings.
Wow.
Now here's the biggie.
Okay.
Well, second biggie, I should say, after seeing the $6.4 million. August 10th, $1,280,196.33 at Borgata Brick and Mortar over in the Marina.
Wow.
Playing Aristocrats Dragon Link Golden Century.
Wow, okay. I got to find that game. That might be one of the big ones, huh? So $1.2 million?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
And here we have $300,000 on BetMGM.com playing Fruit Blast.
The Fruit Blast. Now, that's only $300,000, but the person who got the $6.4 million was also... What was that one?
That was... I'll get my notes here.
Wait. I get it. So it's something about Fruit Blaster.
Fruit Blaster.
So this is something totally
This was
different.
labeled as Fruit Blast.
Okay. All right.
I'm only going by what the DGE puts out there.
I'm just curious. I mean,
it may very well be the same game.
Yeah, I don't know.
It just may be an abbreviation for it in the spreadsheet. August 11th.
Something dealing with fruit.
Yes.
At BetMGM. That's what you want to play.
Exactly.
Something with the name fruit.
Especially here in
title.
August.
Yeah.
Especially here in August.
Yeah.
August 11th, we've got a pair here from DraftKings.com. $421,286.83. IGT's Cleopatra Gold.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think I've played it, actually.
Then we have Evolution's Big Cat Rescue Megaways. $368,171.62. August 12th, we got a trio of jackpots to talk about. We've got DraftKings.com, $175,140 on DraftKings FACAI Fortunes. I think that's FACAI Fortunes.
FACAI Fortunes. I am so glad I don't do this section because FACAI it's FA. Then the next word, CAI Fortunes. FACAI Fortunes.
FACAI?
I think. So that's on DraftKings.com. How much was one there?
$175,140.
All right.
Then we're staying with DraftKings.com for Every's Cash Machine, $150,000 even.
Okay.
Last one on the 12th was $251,000 on BetMGM's Every's Double Jackpot.
Okay.
And last entries for the week here for Beating the House, we have two on August 14th, both on DraftKings.com again.
Wow, okay.
Every's Cash Machine paid out $415,093.83 that day.
It was a cash machine.
Yes. And then we have Inspired Entertainment. By the way, not only do they do great slot machines, great virtual sports games.
Okay.
Big Piggy Bank. $142,452.15 on DraftKings.com.
All right.
So through August 15th, like I always recap here, this is for $50,000 or more, not just $100,000. This is for
the whole
everything. This is from January 1st through August 15th. This doesn't count the $6.4 million.
Okay.
That'll be in the next one.
All right.
1,193 jackpots of $50,000 or more, totaling $120,863,524.90.
Okay.
And 10 jackpots of at least $1 million or more. That ties what we were going through mid-August of last year.
So we actually caught up in New Jersey because I think last time we had Jersey jackpots, you were telling me we were running
one behind.
One behind the $1 million jackpots that we had the year before.
Perfect. That's it for this week's Beating the House. As always, we do $100,000 or more on the show. There's a lot more winners out there, so congratulations to everyone we talked about and everyone else out there that is under $100,000. Congratulations to everybody. Press releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Keep those coming in. We love hearing from everybody. I'll be back next week with a whole new collection of jackpots.
Well, that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time with House of Cards.
Drag us far in shame across the desert.